What's going on? This is Johnny from the Hangout Spot in Florida, correspondent for the Boxing Boys, and I am here with lightweight title contender Lucas Prince Bahdi, who is 18-0 and 15 knockouts. Champ, what's going on, man? How you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you for having me.
No, absolutely, man. I'm a big fan of yours, and you are coming off a decision victory in one of the biggest boxing cards that's ever been seen, you know, the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson undercard. How did it feel to be fighting on that type of platform with that much eyes on you?
It was great. It was great. It was an honor to be on that card. You know, fight in front of the millions online and viewing, and the thousands, tens of thousands and thousands that were in attendance. So it was a great experience, amazing exposure for myself, and yeah, that's just I just building on to what's coming next.
And this was your second fight fighting on the Most Valuable Promotions, correct?
That's correct.
And the first one was a spectacular knockout of the year candidate. I was there firsthand against Ashton H2O, and I was the guy in the post-fight press conference that asked you if you thought it was knockout of the year. And you didn't even let me finish when you were like, hell yeah, nothing's gonna beat that. But there's another one. Venado Lopez got knocked out by Angelo Lee. Do you still think yours is the #1 knockout?
Absolutely. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased, but I don't think they compare.
Now yours, well, you three-pieced them on the way down, so it was very, very impressive. When you fight, do you usually look for a knockout? Because you pack a big punch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I train to knock people out. I don't train to win rounds and win decisions. No, we're always trying to knock people out.
And if I'm not mistaken, have you signed a deal to fight with Most Valuable Promotions? Tell us a little bit about that deal. How many fights?
Yeah, so I fought with Most Valuable Promotions. I got a 3-fight deal with them. So I got my next one. Hopefully is February, end of February 2025.
Is that going to be on a card with Jake Paul, or is that something that you may headline?
I think I'll be the headliner on that one.
Any clues to maybe who's the opponent is going to be? Is it a top 10 contender?
We're looking at top 10 guys because that's the goal is to get the mandatory spot right now. So we don't have guys solidified yet, but we're working on that.
Lightweight division is hot right now. It's hot right now. You got Tank Davis, who's going to be fighting Lamont Roach. What do you think about that fight?
I think Lamont, well, he'll box well in the early rounds, but I think mid to late rounds, Tank's going to get him out of there. But he's no slouch, man. You can't overlook him. He's a good boxer.
When do you think that you're going to be ready for a title shot? I mean, you're 18 fights in. Again, you pack a big punch, and obviously you have a great promoter that's going to be able to get you those big fights. When do you think that you'll be able to potentially get a title shot? Is it 2025, you believe?
Yeah, the goal is 2025. I mean, it's my time. I'm in my prime. I'm getting better every day still, but I think 2025 is going to be my year.
Do you think it will be the third fight of that 3-fight deal?
I do, yeah, I do. If not, there'll be extensions and, you know, be 4th, 5th fight, whatever comes.
You ever consider maybe a rematch with H2O, or did that knockout kind of seal it for you and say, that's it, there's no need for us to get back in the ring?
I mean, look, if he's in my way to get the strap, absolutely. But man, I don't think he wants that fight back. I don't think he wants to run it back. The same thing's gonna happen. I mean, let's see him get in the ring with someone else first and go from there. But yeah, like I said, if he's in my way in a world title shot, then different story.
If you had to play promoter, hypothetically, what would be your next 3 fights you would pick?
My next 3 fights, it'd be a guy in the top 10, and then you know what? It all depends on what happens after this weekend. If after this weekend, where the rankings kind of go, I might fight an eliminator in my next fight. And if I fight an eliminator in my next fight, it'll be for the WBA, and we're going after Tank. Tank's the champion of the WBA right now. We're going after him.
How do you think that fight will play out, man? 2 big punchers.
It's fireworks. It's fireworks. I think I got the style to beat him, though. I really do. I think I'll be bigger. I don't think he'll be able to hit me with that big shot that he looks for. He waits for you to overcommit, and I won't overcommit. I'll commit to my shots, but I won't overcommit. And yeah, I think he's gonna have to respect my power, and I think it's gonna be a firefight.
I'll tell you one thing, man. If that ever happens, I would pay to see it, man. You got, again, 2 big punches. You have a hell of a heart, you know, because, again, in that fight, you were facing some adversity. You were losing some rounds. Was there any doubt against H2O that you weren't going to land those big punches and knock him out?
No, that was all part of the game plan. The game plan was to get him out second half of the fight. I knew it was going to be extremely tough first half. The kid's a great boxer. And, yeah, he was difficult early on, but he's flawed defensively. And look, hittable is beatable, and I knocked him out with 1, 2, and 3.
3-piece and a biscuit, man. That's what I called it that night. That crowd went crazy when you got that knockout, man. How did it feel? And then what did you think about the referee, man? Like, he didn't even let you celebrate. He was basically tackling you on the floor. Did you ever talk to the referee about that afterwards and get an explanation?
No, I didn't, but he's here at the WBA convention, and we're going to ask him. We're going to find out. I've been asked that question a million times.
Oh, man, what was going through your mind, man? The guy was, like, tackling you. I'm outside watching. I'm like, what the hell's going on? I mean, knockout of the year, potentially, he's not letting you celebrate, man.
I was, like, I don't even know. I was like, what the fuck's going on, right? Like, I had this guy, like, pulling me, and at the beginning, I started for, like, fighting him, like, trying to jump on the ropes, and then I'm like, what, did I do something wrong? What the fuck did I do, right? So I just walked back to my corner, like, he dragged me back, and then, you know, and then I was like, it didn't even clue into what he was doing, though, you know what I mean? Like, I was just, like, so pumped up, so.
Well, you got to make sure if you get an explanation, you put that online and you DM me, man, because I definitely got to see that.
Absolutely.
Listen, man, champ, it was a pleasure. Thank you for taking the time. I'm a big fan of yours, and I wish you nothing but the best. I'm here with lightweight title contender Lucas Prince Bahdi, undefeated, and I can't wait to see you in the ring again, champ.
Thank you very much, guys.